I'm sunburned. Could be worse. I just woke up. Good morning. Oh, God. You there? Oh, honey. Honey, honey, honey. I was looking at my paperwork to see what classes I could do this morning because the gym that I got, I can take classes there. So, my options are a cycle class, an agua class, which is like aerobics in the pool, and a Zumba class. That's just what I could do today. Looks like Wednesday is one of their busiest days. They do cycling, a cycle class, a Pilates class, an agua class, another cycle class, a step plus abs class, a Zumba class, a cycle class, and another Pilates class. Good morning, critter. What the hell? So they have a little bit of everything. I don't know if I'll feel like taking a class, but I definitely need some breakfast and more gas. More gas. I can't see because my windows are fogged up. My mirrors. Y'all. What are we going to do if we get thrown into another full-blown recession? I'm getting kind of worried. You know, the stock market is usually a good indicator of whether or not we're going to be thrown into one. I'm wondering how many people are going to be trying to trade their stocks this weekend and Monday with everything going on. It usually causes people to panic and they'll sell off their stocks real quick. Well, when they all do that at the same time, it causes a lot of problems, okay? These tariffs might send us into another recession, and I know I've been saying that for like 3 months, but like, we're really starting to see it now. It's concerning. I think that he thinks he's doing the right thing. But, and maybe he is, Trump, that we were already in a bad position before he came into office. We're barely hanging on by a string. And I just hope that he recognizes that as it's concerning. I've been living through a recession for 4 years, so I guess I'm prepared. Today's a damn recession for me, you know what I mean? The beach is already busy. That's crazy. Ain't it like 8 o'clock? Yup. I gotta get me something on my stomach. I feel nauseous because I'm so hungry. But I also gotta get more gas. It's never fun ending. Never ending. And the markets dropped a few weeks ago, but things leveled out. But this is different. This is like people are starting to panic. And when they panic, I panic. I'm joking. I'm usually the first one panicking. I was panicking 3 weeks ago. God, y'all fishing already. It's too early. Launching kayaks. Y'all, and I don't know if y'all noticed this, but like bill collectors have gotten crazy lately. Have y'all noticed that? It's like they pick their step up and they're like calling more. First of all, I just made my truck payment. I'm not behind on any payments. Tell me why last night at like 9 o'clock, I received a voicemail from Alley Financial asking me about a truck payment. First of all, it's not even the 7th of the month. My truck payment's not due to the 7th of the month. So it ain't even due yet. And they're already calling me, talking about something. Yeah, this bill's due. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not due to the 7th. So y'all can call me back around the 21st to the 30th to collect your payment. How about that? Like, it is ridiculous. And then they got me going and checking my financial records to make sure that the truck payment went through last month. And it did. So I'm like, what is going on? The good old day of deferments are gone, I guess. You know what I mean? That last little $10,000 or less than I owe them, they gonna be, oh God, they gonna be bugging me for. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like, I didn't even fucking want this truck, first of all. Y'all trap me up in it, and then you get mad when my payment's late. Everybody's payments is fucking late. Car repossessions are up 41%. Jesus Christ. Everybody's fucking car payment is late. It's funny. It is. It's comical to me now. I used to worry about it. Now I'm like, man, my shit's paid. Like, you can't do shit. You can blow my phone up and ask for money. Don't mean shit. I ain't got nothing to give you. What you want me to do? Go milk a damn turnip? How about you hope I pay it on the 7th and shit? Hope that I pay it in one hand and shit in the other and see what you get first, lady. What do they want? Good morning, Andrea. Oh, I gotta get gas. Shit. What is it here? $3.26 here. I usually go to the other gas station because it's $2.99, but I'm already here. It's usually $2.99 down the road, but I'm too lazy to go, so that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all, you know your car is dirty when you come out to them and they done left a detailing card on the front of your car to let you know to clean your damn car. Thomas. Alright, Thomas. I ain't got no money to damn eat on, Thomas. Much less damn pay you to detail my car. Good morning, y'all. There we go. I look a mess. Good morning, Flutterby. And I look better than you on my worst day. Says the person with a SpongeBob picture. Hold on. I gotta do it. I got to. What type of adult has SpongeBob as their profile picture? Tell me that you are still a child without telling me that you are still a child. Do you think your opinion matters here? Go find your mama's tit, okay? And when you grow up, you can come back and talk shit to somebody that will whoop your ass if you ever said it to her face. Pussy. Good morning, y'all. Here we go. It's going to be a great day. Number 4. What a dumbass. I love it. I'm getting to where I like it, you know? That's what I've done my whole life, fight. You want to fight with me? Let's go. I'm in Jacksonville, off of Mayport Road. Let's roll. I don't know what nitro coffee is, but it looks delicious. Oh, I don't get to decide who's relevant and who's not. Bye, Scott. We'll see about that. Bye, Scott. It's Saturday. I love that block button. Keep it coming. I'll put you in timeout like your mama should have. You know what I mean? All right, we got coffee, and good morning. We got coffee and we got gas. Yo, people are wild. Imagine walking up to a stranger and saying some foul shit. Who behaves like that? But people call me crazy. Never have I ever. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Gas for that ass. Good morning, Shelby. Brenton. Me neither. It's just that, you know what it is? They just ain't right in the head. They never have been. People always been stupid and crazy and mean and vile. It's just the way things are. It's humanity. That's who people are. That's what I've been trying to describe for 2 years. That's the way that people are. Where's my coffee? Y'all, I really don't feel like going to the gym today, but I know after I have a coffee and some Excedrin, I'll feel better. Good morning, Flutterby. Did I throw that trash away? I did. Baby wipe. More trash. Damn it. If I get a fucking violation because of this shit, I'm gonna be pissed. Why do they always gotta play music everywhere? I don't need it at the gas pump. I'm not trying to party at the pump, okay? God. We want to make their gas pumping experience more party-esque. Let's put music at the pump so they're confused. Sorry, it's the music that confuses me. I'm like, what is going on? Am I in a nightclub right now, or am I pumping gas? Yeah, no shit. Pump it up. That was good, Dwayne. That's exactly why that's there. Do you not get that? That is there to confuse you so that you pump more gas. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is there to distract you from how much gas you are buying. It's a marketing scheme. Music at the pump, the screens at the pump. It's a marketing scheme. Look over here while your gas is pumping so that you pump more. Absolutely. 1,000%. It's a marketing scheme. Love that. Y'all, I put in $45 of gas yesterday. It's gone. And I just put in another 20. It'll be gone this afternoon. It's crazy. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm going through more gas. Is it just burning quicker, or the price had went down? What is going on? Now it's going back up. Look, it's $3.26. I ain't seen it that high here since damn last October. I've been getting gas for $2.50, $2.60, $2.70, and then all of a sudden, this morning, last night, it was night before last I noticed it, because I had to get gas night before last too. So I noticed that it went back up to $3 down at my favorite gas station, and then yesterday it was $3.09 at my favorite gas station, and I bet this morning it's $3.20. Gas is going back up. Lovely. It's always going up. I'm glad I got that gym membership for $50 a month though, because the way they were talking, it was going to be $300 to sign up for a gym membership. It's a $209 joining fee. $209 for the joining fee. A $60 or $70 service fee 2 weeks later, which is an annual fee. Then they charge you for your gym membership 2 weeks after that. So it evens out. What is that? Like $340? $209 plus like 60 plus or 70, then plus 50. So you do the math on that. That's how much they wanted for me to set up a gym membership yesterday. This is a luxury, high-end establishment. So I kind of thought that it would be like $170. It was double of that almost. Crazy. And when I got done working out, she's like, oh, well, have you decided if you wanted a gym here? And I'm like, yeah, I like the place, but I can't swing those fees. I said, I can't do that right now. And I was bluffing. I said, I'll wait till I get paid on the 21st. I was completely bluffing because the 21st I have bills to pay. So I was just trying to get out of there. And she says, oh, well, what if we can get you in for like $60 today? Okay, thank you. So I got a new gym membership. I'm gonna go this afternoon with the hottest part of the day because it's gonna be like 90 today. With the heat index, it's supposed to be partly cloudy, but it's not, no clouds in the sky. So my prediction is that it's gonna be 90 degrees today. So we'll see, because Google says it's gonna be 80, but they're predicting that it's gonna be partly cloudy. But it's full sun, there ain't a cloud in the sky, which means if there's no clouds, then it's gonna be hotter. You know what I mean? I have to do my own weather predictions because they're all idiots. And it's not rocket science. If I can make the predictions and get it right more often than not, then why can't they? Can they not walk outside and look at the sky?
Hi.
Good morning.
There's actually a gentleman a few cars up that paid for you.
Oh, really? That's so nice. Thank you so much. Did y'all hear that? There was a guy that went through the gate that paid for everybody's ticket. Is that not the nicest shit? Oh my God, that's gonna make my day. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I don't know who you are, but God bless you. Gosh. Oh, see, it don't take much. Hell yeah. Well, we just say 5. Good, because I need to say 5. I forgot to get breakfast. Fuck. It's fine. I don't need to eat. I got grits and stuff, but I was going to get eggs and make spam and eggs. I forgot. It's alright. I got banana I can eat for breakfast. And protein. Here we go with this shit. Oh, that phone bill's due. Really, why? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's kind of busy already. It'll probably be super busy today because it's going to be 80 degrees. Sun's going to be shining. It'll probably be busy as hell. I need to wash my hair. Definitely need to do that today. What the hell? What are they doing? I'm so nosy. Alright, let's have some breakfast. I can't see. Good morning. Grits are fire. I make the best grit bowls. I make like grits with like bacon and fried eggs on top and like vegetables and stuff. So good. Hello, we are well. We're gonna find some breakfast. I do have fruit cups. Like the fruit, they're sugar free. I don't do the sugar. That's the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look 80s. I took inspiration from my dead mother. It's dirty. It needs to be washed. Fruit. I don't know what in the genetically modified engineering is going on with avocados, but they've all been weird lately. Every time I get an avocado, it's weird. You know what? I'm going to have an orange because it's full of vitamin C, which is really good for you first thing in the morning. And I'll make protein. My hair. Where's a brush? Maybe if I brush it, it'll help. I didn't wear a bonnet last night because it's dirty, and so I didn't want it to look greasy today or anything. Thanks, Jax. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, it's supposed to look like Ferris. It was like a mid-80s and the 70s. Oh, that Michigan couple that went to jail is out of jail. The ones that went to Mexico and they scammed like $100,000 off of, it was $118,000 that they scammed off of a timeshare company through their credit card company. And so when they landed in Mexico, they were arrested immediately because Mexican authorities had a warrant for their arrest for this scam. And what makes it even worse is after they stole this money from the credit card company, they went on Facebook to tell all of their friends how to complete this scam themselves. Crazy. Can't get this open. Listen, I am no Persian, but I try. I ain't got them damn Persian fingers. Ugh. They do it so beautifully. How do they do that? I don't know, but I be struggling for my life. I'm struggling for my life. It must be nice to think that you can get by with a scam like that. $118,000 is a lot of money, you know? Damn it. I'm sorry. We have a casualty. What the hell? I'm smelling my fruit. A little dry. He ain't bad. I do prefer the sweeties. Hell, I better savor it. It might be the last orange I ever fucking have after all these tariffs. Orange production is down in the state of Florida massively. Enjoy your strawberries and avocados this morning. It might be the last ones you ever have. Avocados from Mexico. You have a car, you better hold on to it. Unless you got a horse and wagon. Because cars are about to be so expensive, you'll never have one again. I'm sorry. It's so true though. Shit's about to get so expensive. It's gonna blow your mind. But don't worry, he knows what he's doing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that I'm grateful for this orange in case it is my last one. Yeah, Gypsy Rose should still be in jail, but you know. Yeah. She's probably one of the most manipulative and women that ever walked the earth. She's the type to tell you that she loves you and then makes you go murder a person and then you spend your life in prison while she walks free. You know what I mean? Just because somebody does something to you doesn't give you the right to go do something to somebody. Just because Dee Dee Moore was a psycho that made her daughter sick doesn't mean that Gypsy had the right to kill her. No. Tuss. Two wrongs don't make a right. Gypsy should still be in prison. And now she's trying to stay relevant all over the news. I saw that with her new nose and teeth. Good morning, PB&J. Did I miss that? Some people are so dumb they don't even know it. Hey, Papa, what you got strapped to your chest? I ate it all. Some applesauce. Damn, what if I can't get avocados no more? That's my favorite vegetable. Everybody's apparently yesterday, this week, everybody has started to buy cars. Everybody's panicking because of the tariffs, because not being able to get cars and car parts and all of that. And so people are panic buying brand new vehicles. They're probably panic selling their stocks too. I don't know enough about anything to know what's going to happen. The 08 recession, I was still a child, and so, you know, I remember it, but it didn't financially impact me unless it was my job. Grow your own avocados. I didn't know you could do that. Well, shit, I'd have to have 25 avocado plants just to keep me in stock throughout the week. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not looking good. Banana and avocado. Filled. I don't want any more. Sand. I feel like maybe he got in there and he was trying to push his weight around, and he's like, oh, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to make it happen. And now it's backfiring. I don't know. Good morning, Shelby. Why can't I feel the air? Yo, it's beautiful, but I don't feel like working out yet. I don't feel like working out at all right now. Oh shit. Rise. Ouch. You can't park there, man. That That is not a parking space, ma'am. That's for emergency response. Ma'am. Ma'am. You can't park there. Lord have mercy. There is literal bay doors with fire department marking on them. It's not even part of the same parking lot. What is this guy just doing? Just standing here staring at these girls. What is wrong with him? Y'all, people are so weird. So there's these two girls, pretty girls, that are standing over there. This guy and this woman pull up in a Honda Pilot. That's not even a parking space. They are at the first responders where the cops and the EMS and the fire department is. And they just pull up in there and park their car right there in front of one of the bay doors. Lord forbid they have an emergency and need to get something out of that bay door. These people are parked right in front of it. Then the guy gets out of the passenger seat and he's staring down those two girls. Y'all ever people watch? God, it's wild. It's like watching damn rhinoceroses and damn elks and damn giraffes in the wild. Sorry. Alright, I'm on my business. People are so weird. I just look at them, you know, you got to. Imagine being a bodybuilder and jealous people come and say negative shit because they're jealous. Oh, and you ain't even got a picture. We can't even see how fat your ugly ass is. And I know you're ugly because of the way that you talk to people. Come on, bitch. You got something to say? You was talking shit. Let's talk. My favorite thing to do is fight because that's the best thing that I'm at, like, good at. Let's do it. Come on, bitch. You have so much to say. And you wouldn't never say shit in public because you'd be trying to bone me. Is that what it is? You want to touch me? It makes you feel good to break a pretty girl down because you know you'll never be able to touch one. Let me tell you why. Because you talk to women like that. You talk to women like that. You too, Michael. Have a great day. Typically, son, when we like a girl, we're not mean to a girl. We're nice to a girl so that the girl knows that we like them. When you're mean to a pretty girl, it screams that you're insecure. Just wanted to be clear. You're pointing out your insecurities to the entire internet by picking on a pretty girl. But I finish it every day. I can make a career off of finishing beef, honey. That would be right up my alley. So if I can shit talk and make money off of it, even better. Even better. You don't become a triple felon by just damn talking about it and not being about it. You know what I mean? I am proud of that because they don't make them like me anymore. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pushover. You're not going to talk shit to me and just think that you can disrespect me. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. And I'm so sorry that over half of the world are sheep and they allow people to disrespect them. But you're not going to come here and do it to me, sweetie. And if you ever talk to me like that in public, I will become your mama in a heartbeat. I will bend you over my knee and spank you like the child that you are. So please say hey when you see me in these streets. Yeah, no shit. That's another thing. Listen, I understand that people set up YouTubes, that people break their phones, they lose their phones, they got to set up a new account, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But when you click on somebody's profile and it says that they've had a channel for like 2 years, then, I'm sorry, 12 years, and they have a SpongeBob picture and all of their content on their page is nothing but like fucking anime, bro, you're not even supposed to be here. This channel's not for you. No, I don't want you. No, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell it's children, okay? Call me crazy. I don't know where this fakeness comes from. From like screen names and screen pictures and like the internet has made people way too comfortable with hiding in the shadows, and when they hide in the shadows they have shit to hide. I don't like people like that. I don't like that fakeness, because I'm not fake. Can't stand it. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It'll be all damn cartoons and shit. Listen, adults that wear full-fledged cartoon outfit, adults, stay away from people like that. They're not adults. Y'all ever see some dude decked out with like a SpongeBob flake jacket and some SpongeBob pants and some damn... No. Hell no. You need to be running the opposite fucking way. That is not an adult. That is a child that probably has some unresolved trauma. Clearly, he's wearing it all over his fucking body like he works for damn SpongeBob. Stay away from people that never grew up. The bitches that always wear the Beauty and the Beast t-shirts. The ship has sailed, Susan. You watched the movie once 60 years ago, and now your whole house has Beauty and the Beast themed shit everywhere. I'm not making this up. Adults that wear children's clothing, adults that like wear cartoons, they, you know, not exactly on that line of adulthood yet, okay? It's a red flag. And I'm not saying all people, I'm not trying to generalize. I'm just saying it's definitely a red flag. Especially when you come to my page talking shit with a SpongeBob or anime pictures. Like, I do not value your opinion. I just want you to know that your anime screen picture made me not value your opinion, because you're presenting as a child. You're cosplaying as a child through your profile picture. It all stems from trauma. I really do think that. I really do think that. Because you know what comes with the SpongeBob pants and the anime t-shirt? Obesity. And so I don't make the rules. I'm just observant to the statistics, okay? This is what I do. Numbers are my game. So I've noticed a high influx of anime and obesity. And so it's absolutely trauma. We're talking about people that are depressed, high anxiety, other mental health disorders. And, you know, you can see that when they walk into damn Publix on a Tuesday at 2 in pajama pants and an anime t-shirt and looking to shove. It's depression and trauma that leads to differences in what we wear, what we eat, what we do, who we like, who we hang out with. I get that, but I have noticed that the upcoming generation, there's a whole subgroup of people that are highly into cartoons, and it's really sad. I mean, it is. It's trauma. It's like you never had a childhood, and I have this. Like, I'm childlike because I never had a childhood. So I get that. I get that it's trauma, and I feel bad for people. But I just want people to know that when you come here talking shit to me and you ain't got a screen picture, or your screen picture is of some cartoon or anime, I'm not valuing your opinion because of the way that you carry yourself. If you want me to think that you respect me, then you need to respect yourself. And when you are portraying as some fake person online, you're not respecting yourself. You're hiding behind a screen name. So I do not value your opinion because I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? To me, you're just some damn troll that was probably paid in some way to come talk shit. Soccer mom outfit. Good morning, Shane. I feel like there needs to be a platform where it's verified. I don't like this, you know, stuff where people are just fake and they hide behind screen names and they want to talk shit, and they would never say that to me in real life. And it stems from jealousy and envy, because of the small success that I've had here on YouTube. Because it's typically people that have attempted to open a channel and it failed. And hello, Delone. Is that how you say that? Delone? Delone? It's just, I wish there was a platform for streaming where people were verified with adults. You know, when you push that verification, what you're really doing is you're setting the standard for realness. And I don't like platforms that you can just continuously just make fake accounts and stuff. It's crazy to me. I said this yesterday and I'm going to say it today. If I block you, that's me telling you to go away. We don't want you here. If you make a fake account to come back, that makes you a stalker. Plain and simple. Am I disqualified for wearing my pinky in the brain pajamas? No. No, as long as it's not your whole personality. You don't walk around waking up every morning saying, what are we going to do today, Pinky? Like, it's not your whole personality. Some people make it their whole personality. Everything they do is anime or SpongeBob, and I don't know what these kids watch nowadays, but I mean, I do. Anime, that's what they watch. Anime. That's funny. Listen. What if my own followers start taking their profile pictures in damn kids' pajama pants and like post? What if I roll up on Monday morning and everybody's profile picture is them in pajamas like this? I would die. I would die. That would be so funny. Oh my God. Oh, y'all's everybody's got on SpongeBob and anime t-shirts posted up on Monday morning. I would die. I'm just saying that when you get to like your 40s, when you get to your 30s, we need to see an honest effort to back away from the cartoon characters, please. I don't know. I'm just saying that if I had some random dude walk up to me and he was wearing Mickey Mouse pajama pants and SpongeBob shirt and he was like, hey girl, can I get your number? It's going to be a no. Especially if you're like 40 years old like me. Like, it's going to be a no. Are you joking right now? Like, no. Where's the jeans and the cowboy boots? That's a solid no. You know what I mean? Like, if he ain't looking like he's coming from a construction site, I don't want him. 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nobody no man walking around in Mickey Mouse pajamas with me. Call me crazy, but I just think it's a red flag. And it probably stems from trauma. And that's sad. But if you want the world to take you serious, you've got to take yourself serious. And you've got to make effort and put care into yourself. And it goes back to, I can't take you serious if you're not taking yourself serious. And if you're not respecting yourself, then you can't respect me. And so I'm not going to value your opinion or use it. Because it's coming from unclean hands. So, I don't know. I want the younger generation to know that they should love themselves. And that we all go through trauma. But don't wear that shit on your sleeve, you know? And they do. They wear it on the shirts, the pants, the jackets, the hats. I be seeing so much SpongeBob and damn Mickey Mouse. Me too, Jennifer. That's what I'm in right now. Some lounging stuff like social media. Give you a bottle and put you down for a nap with that screen profile picture. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want me to take you serious, how about you put in some effort into showing your face? Show your face. Like, what are you hiding from? Show me your face. I want to see your face. You know, like the y'all remember, when was that? Hold on. There was a bunch of Nazis that took to the street Nazis take to the street in the West. So there was all these men that are like part of the Ku Klux Klan, and this was in Columbus, and they were protesting. Nazis marching Saturday afternoon through the short north using racial slurs towards people of color and shouting about Jewish people and white power. Several videos began popping up around 1:15 p.m. Saturday on social media of about a dozen people, one with a bullhorn, wearing all black with red face masks, carrying black flags with red swastikas on them in short north. So this happened, and they're Nazis, and they're walking down the street, and they're protesting people, but they wouldn't show their faces. That makes them pussies. See, that's how that works. If you gonna do something, say something, you got to stand on ground. That's what that means. When people's like, oh, she was standing on ground, what that means is to say something and be able to do something about it. If you that's standing on ground. Standing on ground is better to your favorite or least favorite content creator. That's not standing on ground. No. That makes you a pussy. That's a coward. That's a coward. Anyone that's an internet gangster is a coward. A gangster is to say it to your fucking face and then bust you upside the head if you don't like it. That's a gangster. That's standing on ground. But these Nazis go out in the streets and they're being Nazi, doing what Nazi people do, and and they didn't show their faces. They had their faces covered. What a bunch of cowards. I miss the good old days, y'all. I really do. I miss people being real. Like, I miss people saying what's on their mind, saying what they mean, standing by what they say, having something to say. Like, I miss all of that. I don't know what has happened to this world, but a bunch of pussies running around, if you ask me. Bunch of softies, damn snowflakes left and right. My mommy hit me in 4th grade. And yet you get on the internet and talk shit to people that you don't know, and you wonder why your mommy punched you in the face. Ah! Oh, God. Yeah, so it looks like it was on the national news when President Biden was in office, and these Nazis were walking down the middle of the street with these flags that had swastikas on them. This happened back in December. Yeah. Someone said their faces hidden behind red masks roam the streets in Columbus today, carrying Nazi flags and spewing vile and racist speech against people of color and Jews. This happened in Ohio. Yeah, I just find it interesting that they cover their face. Why are you covering? If this is how you feel, if this is what you stand for, if this passion, what am I missing? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's how people are. They're scared. They're scared. I'm scared that we're going to go into a damn recession, and then what am I going to do? Oh, these people cleaning the bathroom. I wonder. Pinky in the brain. You don't make it your whole personality, Shelby. You're not like out here damn painting yourself pink every morning trying to look like Pinky. You know what I mean? We got whole groups of people out here thinking that they're dogs and cats, for God's sakes. Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you get obsessed and you make it your whole personality, it's like a furry. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, clearly these people have been through something traumatic, because I can't think of any reason that I would ever want to become a cat or a dog, okay? But to make your whole life about acting like an animal and trying to morph into an animal, they need to be in a mental hospital when we're talking about they're out here barking. They wanted litter box schools. That was a real thing. The kids were petitioning the schools to have litter boxes so that they could use the bathroom in a litter box on campus at high schools. It's crazy. These people wanted to be able to use a litter box inside of the high school. And it almost worked. That's the crazy part. That's when I knew that the adults were crazy. I knew the children were crazy when they were trying to piss in a litter box, but I knew the adults were crazy when they were on board to allow this to happen. Ain't one adult out here gonna step in and say this is crazy? Not one of you motherfuckers are gonna say that this is crazy. I would have been that parent in jail because I done showed up at the damn PTA meeting and let it fly, honey. Do you hear me? Let it fly. You're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. Like, you know? What are we even having a discussion on? First of all, if the unhygienic cross-contamination risk that even come with that should far outweigh even thinking about putting litter boxes in school. But that was a real thing. That was a real thing. Yes. There's so many children that feel like they are cats and dogs and inanimate objects that they were fighting for rights for litter boxes in high school. And because I say, whoa, wait a minute, this it's crazy. Think about all the damn furries that are not getting gender affirming care now and stuff. Like, a lot of those kids that were furries that felt like animals, they also were trans kids. Non-binary, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God, y'all, this morning, hold on one second. There was a man arrested here. Yes. This is part of the reason that I prefer to be in Florida. For those that don't know, I've had a lot of the trans community come out and find me off of the internet and interject themselves into my life to try to start trouble because they know that I don't agree with trans LGBTQ plus issues. In Wilmington, North Carolina, I went into a bathroom and two men followed me in there that were in, one was in a fucking skirt with his balls hanging out and makeup on, like looking like a little bitch, like he was. And then the other one looked about the same, half crazy. They both look. There's video of this on my page if you would like to go see it. In that moment, I don't know if they hunted me down off the internet or if they heard my female voice in the bathroom next to them, but they came out of the men's room, proceeded to walk around the building, and came into the women's room where I was. As soon as I saw the first guy walk in, I was standing at the sink and I immediately bum rushed them, running out the fucking door past the first guy that had walked in, literally sideswiping the second guy just to get out of there, because it's two men who clearly have extreme mental health problems. They're wearing it on the outside of their bodies. Okay, there's a man in a skirt with his balls hanging out, okay, in the women's room. Need I say more? I go running out, and it dawns on me later, like, I bet these perverts saw that I was in Wilmington and know that I don't like the LGBT. If they want to learn to be respectful, I'll support them again, because I used to support them. But as of right now, not only are they disrespectful to every other person out here around us, but they are disrespectful to themselves and their own community. So I said, well, maybe this is two perverts that found me off the internet and just wanted to come try some shit. We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. But here in Florida, you want to play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. Marcy Rennington, and that is not his real name, that is his identifying name, or whatever you want to mental health call it. He was the first known transgender person to be arrested last month in the state of Florida. So you might go to them other states and go in a women's bathroom, but if you come to Florida and I catch you in there and I call the law, you're going to jail. Kudos to Ron DeSantis for protecting women and children in women's spaces. Why this hasn't been passed in every other state? Probably because they're liberals. First of all, just because you feel like a woman does not make you a woman. It's crazy. It's just this discussion, I thought it would be over. But here we are. And you can still tell that it's a man. That is a man. That is a whole man. Them shoulders don't lie, sir. Sir. How's jail? How's jail? How are all them men treating you in there? Oh, yeah, because he's in a men's pod. Yeah, we don't play this shit in Florida. God. And get this. This dumb fuck, he was told several times that not to enter that bathroom, and he did it to be defiant. So he was arrested. Okay. So that's kicked off. I wish the news is still protecting him. You're at the Florida Capitol being let out in handcuffs because you can't follow orders. Imagine being an adult. Like, you're going to have a hard life, sir. Sir, you are going to have a hard life. They told him that he would receive a trespassing warning once he entered the women's restroom to wash his hands. He was later placed under arrest when he refused to leave. Good. Good. At least 14 states have adopted laws barring transgender women from entering women's bathrooms and public schools, and in some cases, other government buildings. Here's the problem. Yes, they adopted laws, but they didn't put any laws on the books to make it a criminal charge if they're caught in the women's room, and that's what each state needs to do. Y'all need to make it a felony, because that's a sexual perversion. Okay, this is a mental health disorder. These people are not right in the head. They'll never be right in the head. This perversion is non-reformable. They'll never be able to be a functioning member of society without the perversion. The perversion is going to be running the life. So it needs to be a felony, because these people know better than to go into women's spaces. And we're talking about men that are doing it. It needs to be a felony across the board. Now, this piece of shit, he was charged with a misdemeanor. I feel bad for these people, but I kind of don't, because they told him several times in that bathroom, and he did it anyway. He deserves to go to jail. And he already knew that Florida had passed laws stating that he could not be in the women's bathroom, and he went in there anyways. We don't care what you identify as. You have a penis, you're not allowed in here. Plain and simple. We don't care what you feel like you are. We don't care how you feel. Get it through your heads. We feel like you're perverts. That's how we feel when you're barging in the women's room with a penis and your balls hanging out of a skirt. Like, the audacity. So you failed at being a man, so you think being a woman is easier? Oh, joke's on you, isn't it? You're in jail. You're in jail. With them big old broad shoulders. Lord have mercy. I love that. I love it. I love it. I hope she does 60 days and gets a little time served and she'll come out singing a different tune. I don't feel sorry for her at all. She was warned several times not to go in that bathroom and she chose to do it. Just because you fail at being a man doesn't mean that it's going to be any easier being a woman, honey. And she's learning the hard way because she's in jail. You thought it was going to be easier being out here in a skirt, didn't you, girl? Welcome to the real world. Dumbass. The Florida's like welcome visitor center too. Like, you just got here, bitch. You just crossed the state line. Going to the welcome center and they're like, you can't use that bathroom. The workers, you can't use that bathroom. You got you got balls and a penis, sir. And she says, no, I identify as a woman. And just goes in the visitor center bathroom. And they're standing there telling her, you can't be in here. You're going to get a trespassing charge. And she's like, I don't care. I identify as a woman because I couldn't be strong enough to be a man. Like, bitch, you thought it was easier being a girl, and look at you now. You in jail. You can't even follow orders properly and obey laws, and you think you're going to have an easy life in general? Bitch, bye. You can't be a man or a woman. The fuck? Can't. He went in there after he was told not to, yes, several times. And they're standing over him saying, you need to get out. And he's refusing. And they're like, we're going to charge you with trespassing. And he's like, I don't care. Well, I hope you don't care about crappy food, because that's all you're going to be getting for the next 60. I hope you don't care about a comfortable bed and comfortable clothes and tampons. Oh, God, I forgot. You don't need those. Oh, God. What is wrong with people? I'm telling you, though, they really need to pass. So what it would be is there would have to be legislation passed in each state for it to be a criminal act for men to go into women's rooms. I've kind of thought that this would be law, but it's not. So all of these states that have passed laws preventing men from entering into women's spaces, they can still do it, and they won't face any legal charges if they do, because there's no laws on the books to protect us. There needs to be laws on the books stating that if a man is busted in a female's space, that he is charged with misdemeanor trespassing. And like I said, I feel like it needs to be a felony. But misdemeanor trespassing is technically what it would fall under now. When they are refusing to leave the bathroom, that is trespassing. So, you know, and them having a penis coming into a female space is trespassing in general, because by law, they are not supposed to be in that bathroom. So there needs to be laws put on the books to protect women and children. I understand that it is kind of like the general census that this bathroom situation was going to go away. Unfortunately, we have hundreds of thousands of children that feel like they're animals, inanimate objects, and one of the damn 100 genders that they could be. And this is going to be a problem going further. This is my prediction. In the next few years, we're going to see a lot of defiance coming from the LGBTQ plus in women's spaces. They are going to push back on this. They're going to claim that they identify as a woman. And this is going to be problematic in coming years. So, because we have a generation of children that have been brainwashed by leftist propaganda, and they identify as something, and you're not going to be able to break that spell on them. These kids have to be deprogrammed through talk therapy. Some sort of clinical psychologist would have to step in and help them get that they're showcasing to society, and it's not going to be that easy. We have hundreds of thousands of children that identify as LGBTQ plus. Some branch, whether they identify as non-binary, fluid, trans. This is a problem that spread like wildfire, and now we have children and tweens identifying as fucking house cats, bro. Okay? It's not going to go away overnight. We need to put laws on the books. It's kind of sad because I was under the impression that you could get in big trouble for going into the women's room now, and that's a lie. That's a lie. Here in Florida, you can, because Florida put laws on the books that stated that if a man goes into a women's bathroom, then he is to be charged with trespassing. Florida was one of 2 states out of 50 that done that. One of 2. So you might think that your daughters are safe in the bathroom, but there's no law actually protecting them. It's crazy. It's crazy. What part of no do you not understand? It's like the LGBTQ plus. Part of the reason we think half of y'all are perverts is because y'all don't understand the word no. We say, no, you can't go in there. There's women and children. And y'all just do it anyways. Okay, well, going back to the whole stalker analogy, when I tell you to go away and you come back the next day, that's stalking, okay? Same shit. Same shit, okay? It's weird. It's weird. And that's why we think a lot of y'all are perverts, because y'all don't understand. No, we don't want litter boxes in school. No, the trans community. No, we don't want pride flags all over our schools. No, we don't want our educators brainwashing our children. No, we don't want pornographic books on the shelves of our libraries for our kids to read. Remember all of that? They don't know what no means. They got to push the limits, push it down your throat. We supported you. Everybody supported the LGBTQ plus 5 years ago. That ship sailed, honey. It's been gone. It left shore 5 years ago when y'all lost your damn minds. And I told y'all like 6 months ago, I said either Trump's going to get into office or Kamala, and if Trump does, then the LGB is either going to dig their toes into the sand, or they're going to somehow, unrealistic expectation, but somehow they will become more humble to save face for their own community. And what have they done? They dug their toes in, and they're losing their minds. You could have saved our community and had respect from all of the citizens that are not part of the LGB if you would have just calmed the fuck down. If you would have just took a seat and said, you know what? You're right. We've been kind of wild. We shouldn't have messed with the kids. We'll back off. Then your community would have much more respect now. And that's what they don't understand. They are so gung-ho that it makes people dislike them, you know, like, and messing with children. I mean, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, you know, messing with children, mutilating children, making money off of children. So I don't know. I think that they are burning bridges right now. And I think that we need more laws on the books to protect us, because this is not something that's going to go away overnight. Yeah, and you know, here's the problem with the media. Going back to what you were saying, Shelby, he was told not to go in there and he did it anyways. Damn, what was I about to say? Damn. Brooke. Oh, so he wanted to get YouTube famous? Like, this is crazy. So apparently while he was in the bathroom, the women's room, Florida Visitor Center, imagine driving over the state line just to go start some drama. They got mental health problems, okay? Clearly. Apparently when he was in the women's bathroom, he was saying, I'm here to break the law. I'm here to break the law. A transgender student entered the women's restroom. And it was at the Florida State Capitol. I was wrong. It's so comical. What a dumbass. I wonder how that jail food tastes. And I was about to say something and I forgot, Shelby. I was about to say, Oh, the media. So all of the news reports for this story is identifying him as a female. All of them. From New York Post to Facebook to Aaron in the Morning to MSNBC, Yahoo, they're all calling this man a female in their news report. That is problematic. Huge problematic. And you can't even get his real name. That's another problem. There needs to be a law on the books that state that if a person that is transgender is arrested for a crime, that their biological name be printed in media only. And we don't care what they identify as. What does the birth certificate say? What does that between their legs say? What does that penis do? Do you even have a penis to do anything with? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Trans people should not be in sports. Biological males need to play with biological males, and biological females should only be playing with biological females. There is no debate who is stronger. Men are much stronger than women, biologically speaking. Science, I love that shit. Men are much stronger than women. Women have gotten brainwashed by feminism, and they have forgotten that they need man. Okay? And so I really cannot believe we're having this discussion sometimes. It's just like, you know, I know God said it was going to get bad, but I never thought that it would get bad to the point that I would be out here actually talking about this shit. It's crazy sometimes. It's like Twilight. Anyways, you would think that common sense would take in these things, but as we've seen, even members of Congress, state representatives, they ignore biological facts, and they put young girls in danger. I'm glad that a lot of states Trump, he banned trans people in sports, so it's banned, so they can't do it anymore. There will be no more men playing with girls, injuring girls. Girls have died. Yes, children have died because of men in girls sports, boys in girls sports. Girls have been injured, they have died. Okay, so it's crazy that we even have to have this discussion when there's a clear biological difference between the strength of man and woman. It's one of those things where, like, it's like, oh, well, could any of the girls die? And yeah, they could. Okay, well, conversation over. We're not going to allow it. You see what I'm saying? It's like I feel like we've had a lot of discussion on things that don't freaking matter. The only thing that matters is, point in case, could children, young girls be injured and or killed by having men in women's sports? And the answer is yes. End of discussion. There's nothing else to discuss. You know what I mean? It's like we forget the most important shit, and that is the only important question that one have when we're even debating this. Yes. Then the ultimate answer is no. You know? Like, am I making any fucking sense? Sorry. Hey, Christine. Y'all, I'm gonna grab some clothes. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm gonna grab some clothes to work out in today. These people cleaning, I thought they were pedestrians just trying to damn use the bathroom. It looks like they're volunteers that clean the park. That's nice of them. It looks like all of the lifeguards and shit are packing all the stuff up. Like they've got like these dune buggies that they go out on the beach in. And They're packing them all up. It looks like they're expecting a busy day here on the beach. Here, I'll show you. Oh. See, they got the fire department. They got the dune buggies right there. And they getting it all set up for today. It looks like they're going to be going out on the beach to do rescues if they need to. The tide's pretty rough, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they have to save people frequently, because I'll be seeing some people out there in water that should not be in the water. I'll be like, oh my God, Sheila, what you doing? You shouldn't be out there. That wave gone down, knock you down and drown you. That shit gonna feel like you getting jumped in a nightclub. What are you doing, Sheila? You know you should not be out there in that water during a red flag. Y'all, you ever watch those beach compilations with people falling down on the beach? Oh my God, the water. They listen, if you want to laugh, it's surveillance footage of people trying to like make it off the beach and falling in the sand and rolling down the beach, or like the waves coming in and just boo. And y'all, so funny. I don't know how I get onto these compilations. They're so funny, but they are. I like to watch the people falling in the snow from like Michigan too. Like, those are hilarious. When the whole front porch ices and people be trying to go to work in the mornings and they'll go down the steps and just lose it. God, it's so good. It's so good. Listen, if they didn't want me to laugh, they wouldn't have posted it. They want you to laugh. That's why they posted it. Because they laughed after they visited the ER. You know what I mean? They were laughing. Good morning, Rebecca. Hello. Your girl slay. Your girl's lay? Your girl slays. Y'all. So what do y'all think? Y'all think we going down? Let's see what it's setting at. Stock market. Man, why y'all damn making me worried? Before Wednesday, President Donald Trump's tariffs were expected to be a problem for markets and economy, but a manageable one. What actually emerged, though, has been an economic and geopolitical Earlier, I was like, this might make people panic, and then people start selling their stocks, which causes more mayhem. So it looks like they already started doing that. Nevertheless, does not see it morphing into a full-fledged bear market. You sure about that? I don't know what's going on. So much for that idea. What happened instead is something worse than the worst case scenario, which previously had been one where the U.S. would slap true reciprocal duties on its trading partners that would match tariffs charged to American exports. In a perfect world, that would have triggered a round of negotiations that led to deals all sides could live. That's what I thought was going to happen. Live with as part of the Trump effort to change the trajectory of global trade, restore American jobs, and transform the U.S. from being dependent on cheap foreign imports and lavish government spending to a production-focused economy. It started with Trump's Rose Gardens news conference on Wednesday after the market closed, when the president recited, almost gleeful, his intentions to, quote, pry open foreign markets and break down foreign trade barriers. So the SP 500 is down negative 5.97. Hold on. Jesus, this is so complex. So the plan is to slap 10% tariffs on every. For perspective, that has the potential to be the highest level since 1910. higher even than that devastating Smoot-Hawley tariffs of 1930 that many I always have a hard time with this one, economists, because it's economic, but then you say it different when you say economist. That's what messes me up. It should have been economicist. Okay, I see why they changed it to economist now. Never mind. I got an eyelash. That's funny. You knew what I meant. I need to get that on a shirt. You knew what I meant, with my mama's hand like this. You knew what I meant. Heather, Jessica, Sarah, Ashley, Kay. My mama would go through everybody's name when trying to look for one specific, like, great-grandchild, and she'd go through the whole list of names before she'd get to my name, and she'd be like, you knew what I meant. She was so sweet. She was born during the Great Depression. I was thinking about this last night. My pawpaw, my pawpaw, he would have been born in, like, 1910, and Mama would have been born in, like, 1920. This was my great-grandparents. They were Quakensbushes, and they were married for, like, 70 years. My pawpaw died when he was 98, and then Mama died when she was about 98, but they were, like, 10 years apart, approximately, and they died about 10 years apart. He went 10 years before her, approximately, and some of the most toughest people I've ever met in my life. Great people. I mean, they grew up during the Great Depression. He fought in war. Yeah, it was crazy. Great people. So it says that China retaliated with a 34% tariff on all goods. European Union leaders also are considering countermeasures, and the suddenly antagonistic relationship with Canada and Mexico will have to be smoothed over during the United States-Mexico-Canadian agreement talks in coming months. Markets recoiled at the development, sending stocks into a vicious two-day sell-off that put the NASDAQ Composite, home to powerhouse Silicon Valley names that Trump has been courting in the early days of his second term, into a bear market. Listen, I barely speak English. Holy shit, the NASDAQ down almost 1,000 points. Negative 5.82. Economists, meanwhile, were doing math that went into calculating the tariffs. Essentially, the administration, in a plan, the Washington Post reported, was being cooked up until 3 hours before the announcement. You sure about that? Listen, I believe half of everything I read, because I know that Trump has been working his ass off since before he got in office. So you have to read through the BS. Hello, Deborah. Good morning. Under the best case scenario for Trump, other countries will come to the table and lower tariffs, opening up markets for U.S. goods and allowing the U.S. to access their markets. Even then, though, it will require a huge retooling of an economy that is trade deficit of $903 billion. Does anybody else feel like they don't have any damn information? Because that's how I feel. Some $6 trillion in value as the Dow. So the Dow lost $6 trillion in value as the Dow Jones Industrial Average hemorrhaged more than 3,900 points in a 2-day span, something it's never done before. It lost $6 trillion with a T, not billion, $trillion, and this has never happened before. The NASDAQ, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped almost 4,000 points in 2 days. which caused them to lose $6 trillion. Some economists are saying that this is the biggest policy mistake in 95 years. I'm just giving you the good, the bad, the ugly. I ain't holding back. I don't own stocks. I've never even been to Wall Street. I don't know anything about the economy. I'm just giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The truth is that the Dow Jones plummeted and them losing that $6 trillion, that's never been done before. And I think it's just something to pay attention to, because in my opinion, it's evidence, as it points in a direction. You know what I mean? I think that I took a screenshot the other day because there was a poll online of how many people actually agree with tariffs and what Trump is doing. And putting these tariffs on these countries are good, but it's still, we're uncertain as to what's going to happen. Things need to change. For all we know of change, but we might have to go through hell before we get to the other end, you know? I don't know. I just know that there's a lot of things that are taking place that we've never lived through before, and so we need to keep a close eye on it. And we need to be prepared. That's the biggest thing, is to be prepared. Where is this poll? Hold on one second. I mean, we could literally wake up tomorrow and the whole world be shut down again. We don't know what's going to happen. I think the biggest thing that we can do, unfortunately, is probably to keep, if you can, and 70% of Americans even have $1,000 in savings. So this is going to be a far stretch, but definitely to keep some cash on hand, dry food storage, battery storage, water storage, first aid, any kind of antibiotics, all of that stuff I would advise for people to be getting their hands on. Just in case. Would you rather have it, not need it, or need it and not have it? I really feel like things might get extremely worse before they get better, and I hope not. But I've been living through a recession for 4 years. I've been in my zombie apocalypse area for 4 years. So, if the world shuts down, bitch, I've already been here for 4 years. Welcome. Let me roll out the red carpet for the rest of society, because I've been out here for 4 years. You know what I mean? Like, I hope not. I don't know. All my cooking videos will go viral when we all living on the streets. I'm laughing because like all my cheap meals and all my car meals and all of that, they'll go viral when we're all living on the streets. People will be like, how did Brooke make that pasta over fire in December of 24? Let me go look. God. No, I saw some guy post on Twitter. He said, y'all ready to go stand in line? So jokes are already coming. Depression, yeah. I think it's going to be the Great Depression. Like, I think that we are on the brink of the Great Depression. Either one of two things are going to happen. They're definitely working out deals behind closed doors right now. You best believe that they are in conversation with every world leader trying to get this mess figured out. Either it's going to become a confrontation like it's already started out. He put a tariff on China, and then China retaliated with a 34% tariff tax on us. And, that's going to drive the cost of everything that comes from China significantly up. Food, antibiotics, medications, cars. I mean, everything we get comes from China, which was a stupid move to start with. If Americans need jobs, why would we send those jobs to other countries where Americans don't live? Oh, that's right, because it's cheaper to make in Vietnam as opposed to here. We need jobs here. But anyways, it's just stupid. You know, create something as a resource. It's a resource for the entire. We can make something. Why don't we continue to make it? Why would we send it elsewhere for them to make and profit off of something that we can do ourselves? It's kind of ass backwards. And I understand that this whole process started for it to be cheaper on companies to make things, and it's cheaper to pay people in other countries if they even pay them at all. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that we need to bring our jobs back, and we don't know what's going to happen, but clearly everybody's starting to retaliate against Trump because in response to his tariffs, they told him, oh, well, you want to tax us? We gonna tax you. So this tit for tat is already starting to go back and forth. So that's going to continue, or they're going to work out some agreement to find peace. And I just don't see that right now. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's throwing out tariffs and taxes and talking shit. I don't see how we're going to get any kind of resolution from where we're at currently. Does anybody feel like there's any resolution to what you're seeing in the media right now when it comes to the tariffs? Because I don't feel like we're headed down the road of resolution. I feel like we're headed down the road of war. Call me crazy, but that's how it feels to me. I don't see anything positive about these tariffs out in the news. If anything, it's mayhem, like that damn article just said. And it could just be propaganda in the media. We know how they are, and they stir the pot. But all we can do is pray, pray, pray. Amen. Yeah, and that's the problem though, Rebecca. We've already been living in a recession. I don't know about you, but I've been living through a recession for 4 years. 70% of Americans, everybody gets laid off. And that's happening, by the way. More companies are going out of business than we have opening. People can't make it through a recession. It would snowball into a depression because we've already been living in a silent depression for 4 years. No one has the money to pay their rent. No one has the money to pay their car note. No one has the money to miss work. Going into a recession would throw us into probably the worst depression that this country has ever seen. Much greater than the 1930s. Much greater than the 19. I'm literally getting chill bumps because people don't understand, like, that was bad, but what we have on our home front now is even worse. It could potentially happen. The domino effect. All it's going to take is for the stock market to crash, and that is going to set up a domino effect that completely obliterates this country and sends it into a third world country type of scenario. And people don't have the money to, we've been living through a recession for 4 years already. They don't have the money to make it through another recession. It would cause a domino effect that would quite potentially cause a worse depression than the Great Depression, in my opinion. But I'm not an economist. I barely graduated high school. I don't know anything. I'm very open about that. I just know numbers and I can see patterns. And the path that we're headed down with the tariffs right now are not in a path of reconciliation and figuring out these problems. We're headed towards, down a path of war. Like, it's crazy. Like, and I'm not saying we're going to go to war, but I'm saying we're not headed down a path of reconciliation. It seems like things are snowballing and getting worse and worse, whether it's with Mexico, whether it's with China, or any of the other 60 countries that he's thrown a tariff on. Things are amping up to me. I mean, you can let me know. It doesn't scream, oh yeah, we're going to get this figured out. It screams, oh God, to unsheath their swords. Like, it seems like eggs have gone way down in price. I told you guys that was all a scam. So y'all know the way that the chicken farms work. Okay, let me try to give you scenario. All right, let's say I got chicken coops. All right, you know them big old chicken farmhouses, thousands of chickens running around. Say I have a contract with Food Line, okay? Every 2 weeks, Food Line comes through, they pick up my eggs and they take them and they put them on the shelf. Let's say that 2 or 3 of those eggs test positive for bird flu. The government steps in, the FDA, I do believe, I could be wrong, probably am. Part of the government steps in and they go to me, the chicken farmer with thousands of chickens, and they say, oh, well, your eggs tested positive for bird flu, so now we're going to have to kill the whole coop. They murder all of the chickens. They kill them all. Because of this policy and procedure, the way that they do things, that's why eggs went up. Because the government went in and started killing everybody's chickens because 1 or 2 birds tested positive for bird flu. And it drove the prices of eggs up. People were panicking, can't get the damn eggs. Lord, the way they was acting, you'd think that they wiped their ass with eggs like they do toilet paper, because they were acting just like they did over the toilet paper during COVID, remember? I'm like, are y'all eating them things, or are you using them to, like, do you eat those, or you wiping your ass with them? Like, y'all were acting like this is the toilet paper from 2020. There's something great that starts with a C in some eggs. If I don't sound like an idiot, but listen, I love my eggs too, but I'm not damn out here in the street throwing bows over some eggs. It was really unnecessary and crazy, and in my opinion, it was propaganda. Look over here while we're doing this over here. That's exactly what it was. I'm about to run. We'll talk this afternoon. We're going to go to the beach. I'm sorry my phone is messing up. Bullying for ammunition. No shit. Adam said, y'all can have the toilet paper. I need the guns and the ammo. Amen, Adam. I'm coming to you. You're going to be my soulmate for the zombie apocalypse because you're on it. Adam said, I'll wipe my ass with eggs. I'm worried about where the guns are. Where's the guns? Amen. Amen. I love you guys, and we'll talk this afternoon. Y'all be safe. Try not to stress too bad. I think I got enough dry food storage to keep us all alive for like a week. So if you need some grits or porridge, I'll be your girl. I love you guys. Pray for me, and I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all.